What is love? Baby,
Love. A profoundly tender, passionate affection for another person. Triangle. A closed plane figure having 3 sides and 3 angles. Polygon. A figure, especially a closed plane figure, having 3 or more usually straight sides. Love triangle. A closed plane relationship having 3 different passionate affections, each having a different side and angle. Love polygon. A moderately closed plane relationship having usually more than 3 somewhat passionate and not always straight affections, each having a different side and angle. It is very important, I must tell you, to never get involved in any sort of love shape, whether it be a love triangle, love pentagon, love hexagon, love septagon, etc. As tempting as things may seem on the outside, on the inside things can get very ugly. Yeah, I'm standing here wishing to be involved in a certain love square, because I like someone in that love square. However, adding another point to a square turns it into a pentagon. A love pentagon. And we all know what happened in the pentagon. A plane crashed into it. Getting involved in any sort of pentagon, or octagon for that matter, will more often than not result in the metaphorical plane crashing into it. But how do these things get to the way they are? How do they evolve into some multi-sided complex shape that even the most skilled geometrist, if that's even a profession, would give up on before we even got halfway through all the lies, the cheating, and just plain poorly constructed relationships? It all starts out simple enough. It starts out with 2 people. Let's call them Subject A and Subject B. A wants B and B is very happy about that, and so talks about A all the time. A then decides that C would be a far better choice than B, and so then A leaves B for C, leaving B to complain about how much they hate A. A then decides that C may not have been such a good move either, and so then A leaves C for D. Before all this happened, there was something between A and E, but that doesn't matter. Right now, we have A and D. A and D are very happy together. Everyone can see that, but it doesn't last. A then moves on to F. F is reluctant. They never make it. E tries F and they seem to be happy for a while, but eventually E ends up with D, leaving A with X. It's quite alright if you don't understand any of that. I'm not even sure I understand it myself. You see, this whole love polygon is like a soap opera. You look away from it for a second, and then BOOM! You've missed a couple episodes. Don't even bother trying to catch up, because A cut D with E. A was mad at D, and then, in the end, D and E ended up together. What? When did D and E end up together? I didn't know that! All I know is that when you look away from this whole love polygon soap opera thing, chances are that when you get back to it, things will be very different. There's dramas that you've missed. They've mixed around. They've switched. Couples have gone here, and then here, and then here. What? And the scariest part about it all? A, B, C, D, E, F, and X all exist. All of this chaos goes on around us every day. You could be one of them. You could be mixed up in this whole mess. So why must I validate myself by trying to become the next G? My name is James Jameson, and this has been Love Polygon, a completely true story.